In today's video, we're going to be going over the easiest business line of credit to get approved for, where you can get a line of credit up to $250,000. There's absolutely no hard credit inquiry. It's only a soft pull, and you only need a 650 minimum to qualify. No tax returns required at all. Now, again, this is Get Loot. Did a video about this about a year ago. Now, at the time, the line of credit wasn't available. It was just the working capital. So I'm happy to announce they now have a line of credit where you can get up to $250,000. And again, as it says right here, your credit score will not be affected. So there's no hard inquiry whatsoever. Now, the line of credit is designed for established small businesses who need help with inventory, repairs, payroll, materials, or other working capital. Now, a line of credit is like having a pool of money that you can borrow from when you need it up to a certain limit. Now, this application only takes about 5 minutes. No document uploads are necessary. So you're not going to be uploading tax returns, balance sheets, profit and loss, schedule of business debt, personal financial statements. None of that is required. And the minimum credit limit is $5,000 up to $250,000, and you can get same-day funding. Now, to qualify, they will be looking into your banking activity, so you will have to connect through Plaid, but there's no documentation, no tax returns or anything like that. They're just going to be looking at your banking activity. Now, in terms of requirements, you must be in business a minimum of 2 years, and you must have a minimum annual revenue of $250,000 and a minimum FICO score of a 650, and they're going to be looking at your Experian personal credit. And again, it's not a hard inquiry, so you won't get a hard inquiry on your personal credit. It's just a soft pull. Now, I've dropped a link in the description of the video, so just click on that link and then go down and hit this apply now button. Now, the first step is to create an account. So what you can do is use your existing Gmail account if you have one, or you can just create one. So the next step, you're going to enter in the amount of funds that you need. So you can enter an amount up to $250,000. The next questions are going to ask you what you need the funds for. So you can choose from working capital, equipment, inventory, marketing, payroll, or other. Right here, they're going to ask you what your approximate annual revenue is. And this is your gross annual revenue for your business. In this next box right here, you just want to write a description of what your business actually does. So if you are a restaurant business, or maybe you have a consulting business, trucking business, whatever the case is, just write a couple sentences. You don't have to go too in depth, but just a couple sentences about what your business actually does. And right here, you want to check that you have been in business for 6 months or more, and that you are not in the cannabis, firearms, or nonprofit business. The next step of the process, you're going to enter in your legal business name. Now, right here, you're going to just choose your entity type. So whether that's a sole prop, corp, LLC, or partnership. You're also going to select from your industry type. So you have a variety of different ones to choose from. If you don't see your industry type, you just select other. You also want to enter in your EIN. And then you also want to put your approximate incorporation date. So the exact date when you opened up your business. Right here, you're going to want to put your legal business address, and make sure that this is the exact address that is listed on the Secretary of State. Now, one of the biggest issues is that sometimes when people might move business locations and you don't update that with the Secretary of State or with the IRS. Now, right here, you're going to enter in beneficial owner information. So each owner with at least 25% more ownership must be listed on the application. Now, if you own 100% of the business, just select here. Now, again, you will have to put your first and last name as well as your social security number or TIN. Now, just remember, they will be doing a soft pull of your credit. You need at least a 650, and they also use this for identity verification purposes as well. So right here, they're going to ask, how did you hear about us? So you could just select this drop down menu and you can select YouTube, then just put the credit plug right there. All right, so this is where you will be connecting to your bank account using Plaid. Now, as it says right here, to calculate the amount of capital you are eligible for, we request access to your bank account information. Please make sure your bank includes at least one checking account. Now, one thing I will say is that you want to pick the account where you're receiving the most of your revenue flowing in. So if you have a CD account or a money market account, that doesn't show transactions and maybe it has a high balance, you don't necessarily want to use that type of account. You want to use your main operating account where you're receiving most of the transactions through, because they're going to be analyzing that data and they're going to be going back a certain period to qualify you. So once you're ready, you're just going to connect through Plaid. Now, just to recap, you need to be in business a minimum of 2 years and a gross annual revenue of at least $250,000 and a personal FICO score of at least 650 to qualify. Now, they're not doing a 4506T. They're not asking for tax returns. They're not asking for accounting statement, but you will have to connect via Plaid where they're going to analyze your banking activity. Now, in my opinion, this is probably one of the best business lines of credit for small businesses, because unlike with commercial banks where you have to do tax returns, you have to provide profit and loss statements, balance sheets, 4506Ts, with the Get Loot line of credit, it's a streamlined application where you don't have to upload any financial documents. So again, I wanted to let you guys know that the Get Loot line of credit is now live. There's no wait list. Anyone can apply. I've dropped a link down in the description of the video as well as pinned in the comment section. And for those who've stayed to the end, I wanted to sweeten the offer. So for a limited time only, and this is going to be for the first 10 people who click the link in the description of the video, apply and get approved for a line of credit or for working capital, we're going to throw in a free PS5. That's right, absolutely free. So this is going to be for the first 10 people who click the link in the description of the video, apply and get approved for a line of credit with Get Loot. So again, for the first 10 people who click the link in the description of the video, apply and get approved for a line of credit or working capital with Get Loot, we're going to ship you a free PS5. Still in the package, shout out to PerPay. So, you know, I had a bunch of store credit with PerPay, so I bought a bunch of PS5s. I don't play video games. Maybe you don't, but perhaps you can gift it to your children or a friend, or just give it away yourself. Or if you're into gaming, definitely take advantage of it. Either way, there's a link in the description of the video to apply for the Get Loot business line of credit or working capital. Absolutely no hard credit check and no paperwork required whatsoever. That's all for today. Until next time, take it easy and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.